Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Now celebrating 17 years of broadcasting success, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, both for those tuning in on the radio side here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com. We welcome you all to our program. Also, those joining us online worldwide, thanks to our friends at iHeartRadio. We're glad you all could join us as well. Well, 2020 has definitely had its challenges, but for many people, they have been able to not only to start new chapters of their lives, but also build up on their brand. That is definitely true for our next guest. We're excited to welcome Giovanna Alexsandra to our program. We're going to talk to Giovanna not only about what it's been like for her to launch her own mobile tanning service. We're going to talk to you guys about Sunless Glow to Go, but also how she's been able to use her platform to be able to raise awareness for causes that matter to her and show other people what's possible as well. Giovanna, thank you so much for the time today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, glad to do it. So we're going to get into Sunless Glow to Go and how that came about. But I want to talk about this journey for you. As I mentioned, this has been an interesting year, to say the least, Giovanna, for a lot of people. But one of the high notes for you has definitely been, being able to add this new chapter to your life as an entrepreneur with Sunless Glow to Go. How does it feel to have had an idea for this service and now to be able to bring it to life?
I've been incorporating spray tanning for a very long time in my life. I grew up as a dancer, and my mother was very protective of her skin. She is Hispanic, so she doesn't tan as easily. So I kind of grew up on the concept, and I started the idea from my mother. Growing up, she was ill, and she was at home a lot. So I thought of a concept of starting a spray tan business in general. And then as I grew in a med spa, I did expand it to being able to bring it to people's homes. So, and it's something that it's very important to also offer is people that can't leave their home. It's a necessary thing.
Yeah. But that is so true, and our audience will be glad to know, no matter where they're joining us, Giovanna, that the products are available online. We're going to get more into that. I love that you talk about, though, your mother, and I think, for a lot of people, Giovanna, as they kind of look at their lives and what they've been able to do, I think, for many people, to have an example of what's possible is so important. What has it been like for you to see, the type of clients that have been able to come your way over the past decade there in Los Angeles, to see the people that have benefited from your service?
A lot of my clients are very happy in regards to how educated I am and how passionate I am, because skincare to me is something very important. A lot of my clientele had skin cancer, and it just puts a smile on my face that I can give a service that people don't really know about or haven't tried. And what I try to do is try to educate, and I'll even offer free services to people that have never tried the service just to protect their skin, because it's very important. Being in the sun is beneficial, but being in the sun for too long can cause so much damage to the skin overall in general. So I have actually been educated also by my clientele by just telling me as they were younger, laying out in the sun caused them skin cancer. And just being able, like I said, to provide these services to people and just educating other people who haven't tried the services is something I love to do.
Yeah. Let's talk about that balancing act a little bit more, Giovanna, and I'm glad you mentioned that a couple of times here, because I think for a lot of times, as people, one of the things, of course, I think one of the big myths that hopefully 2020 has dispelled for anybody is that things can't happen to them. And the truth is, anything can really happen to any of us, including when it comes to cancer. What I thought was so interesting when I was prepping for this segment, not only are you able to be passionate about the services you offer as an entrepreneur, but the educational aspect has been important for you as well, to be not only a skincare advocate, but also helping to educate others to avoid skin cancer. Do you think that's one of the things that sets you apart? And I ask it that way because as an entrepreneur, I think everyone's trying to look for that thing that makes them different than the next person. Do you think part of your thing that sets you apart is that you're not only concerned about offering a service, but also things that are beneficial to the client as well?
I do think that what stands out is I give compassion to my clients. clients, and they are my most important thing, and that's what keeps them coming back to me. I make sure that before my girls go to them, my team or myself, they are prepped for the spray tan. They are educated while they are getting the spray tan, and we always try to offer them other things like a self-tanner or products that are incorporated with spray tanning in a healthy way. It does set me aside from other spray tan businesses. I have shopped around just because I want to know how other people's customer service is and what their passion is and what they really stand by. But my passion is just the cancer aspect, and just giving compassion and good customer service is what is really important as an entrepreneur, because you want your clients to tell other people about your service and how you are treated. So that is what makes us stand out, is making sure that either me or my team always delights the customer and educates them, and also and let them know that there's other things that you can incorporate with the services that we are doing with products.
Well, I think that's one of the big things. We're going to get into social media as well, Giovanna, because I like the way that you're able to use that too. I want to say for those who are just tuning in, though, either on the radio side or online, you're listening to Conversations Live. We're excited to welcome Giovanna Alexsandra to our program today. We're talking to Giovanna not only about what it's been like for her as an entrepreneur to be able to launch her own business, but also to be able to offer services that people can be able to take advantage of, not only in Los Angeles, but now to have products that are available to be able to be shipped as well. People have gotten to know her from her mobile tanning service and launch of her self-tanning products, also from Sunless Glow to Go. Sunless Glow to Go has its own Instagram, Giovanna, and at the time we're having this conversation, I mean, thousands of people are following you there. What has it been like for you to use that platform to be able to, not only I noticed, to talk about the products and services, but also to offer tips in your post?
It's helped a lot of people. We've actually received DMs like, thank you so much. I didn't know that part when I went into a tanning salon. No one informed me. So I kind of want to use my platform to educate and to give tips and to also show that every individual can spray tan no matter what skin type you are. You can just benefit from getting a natural tan. And what we incorporate is organic products to our solutions and our products. We just make sure that our products are natural, because the more natural the products are, the more natural your tan is going to look.
So let's go back then to what you've been able to do as an advocate as well, because one of the things that you've been able to do with your platform, Giovanna, is to support causes, as I mentioned earlier in the program, that matter to you. One of those is the Susan G. Komen Cancer Foundation. Why was that important for you to be able to not only to have them being recognized, but also to make sure that you're showing your support to them and the work they're doing?
That's a good question. So a friend of mine introduced me to the Susan G. Komen Walk. It's a 3-day, 60-mile walk. I just feel that it is very important to have a strong support system in the cancer awareness with anything. Like, my mother had cancer, so that hit home to me, and that was something that I just wanted to support. Thank God my mother is better now, but anything to do with cancer, I am there and I will always support it, and it's just a good cause. And
I think that's the big thing. So I want to ask you the last thing, Giovanna, here. How does it feel to not only be able to do work that you love and enjoy and offer services that, you know, that other people enjoy, but to know that by your work that you're setting an example for other people as to what's possible for them?
I would just say that I am very lucky to do what I love, but I've also put work into it. And I feel like everyone should just enjoy what they want to do in life, have a purpose, and do something that energizes you. And I did something that put a smile on my mother's face, not only, but other people. And I just want to thrive in this field and grow and expand and continue to do what I love. And for anyone that is planning on starting a spray tan business or being an entrepreneur in general, don't be discouraged to fail. You are always going to have good or bad days. Just stay consistent and just make sure that this is your passion, or whatever your passion is. And just make sure that you do surround yourself with a good team that has that same passion and purpose, and is energized by what they're doing. And just always make your customers feel delighted and loved, because that's the most important thing to grow a business, is to have that passion and love for your customers, and do something that just puts a smile on your face and makes you want to get up in the morning, honestly. And I just thank God that I incorporate with something that affected my family, and being able to do this was just an amazing thing.
Well, you definitely are making a difference, Giovanna, and you're showing other people how they can do the same thing. Again, everyone, Giovanna Alexsandra has been our guest. We've been talking with her not only about her journey as an entrepreneur and influencer, but also to be able to raise awareness for causes that matter to her. This year is a busy year for her, as she not only announced her new mobile services, but also, of course, the work that she's been able to do to provide services for you guys that you can get no matter where you might be. So, Giovanna, how can our audience be able to stay connected with you, as well as find out about the services that they can take advantage of?
So you guys can follow Sunless Glow to Go. That is the Instagram. And if you guys wanted to purchase any products, such as I also have a shimmer brush that is incorporated on our website, which is great for just vacation, red carpet events. It comes in gold and bronze, and I also have custom eyelashes on my page. It's just an overall beauty website. That is sunlessglowtogo.com. And I also have at-home self-tanner coming out next week that we are really excited about. It's called Rich Tanning Mousse. It's an at-home self-tanner that comes with a mitt, and you are able to apply the self-tanner on your own. And it's a beautiful color, and it's for all skin types. And that is at richtanning_mousse. And then if you would like to visit the website will be launched next week. You can purchase it at richtanningmousse.com. And if anyone wants to reach out to me personally, it's at Giovanna Alexsandra.
All right. And for those joining us online through our friends at iHeartRadio, we'll make sure that we link those up for you guys to make it easy for you guys to click on there. Giovanna, congratulations to you again. Really appreciate the time today, and looking forward to having you back on the program again.
Thank you so much. It was really great speaking to you.
Wade, thank you. Same here. And we thank you, our audience, for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live.